evening, everybody. It's Mason back with you. We are walking in now tonight to the NFL preseason game between the Denver Broncos and the Arizona Cardinals. I have my Russell Wilson jersey on that I got last Christmas and my Detroit Lions hat, since I don't typically wear this kind of attire to a Steeler game, but figured I'd wear it tonight. Here's the rundown before I go in. The Broncos are starting a new era. They hired Sean Payton back in January after their disastrous season last year with Nathaniel Hackett in charge of Russell Wilson. Wilson was a total disaster, complete and total disaster last season. The team struggled big time. They were 5-12. Hackett, the coach, got fired after a Christmas Day embarrassing game to the Rams. And then they split their last two games under their interim head coach, Jerry Rosburg. And the Cardinals, the Broncos, they improved somewhat this year, but not as much. Them and the Steelers, they're expected to finish the same, around like a 7-10, 8-9, 9-8 finish. I think they're going to be better than that. I think they're a complete and total sleeper team this year, along with the Steelers. Those are probably my two big sleeper teams, but I'll get into that more when I do my predictions early in September. The Cardinals are entering a complete and total rebuild after a disastrous 2022. They fired their GM, Steve Keim, and head coach Cliff Kingsbury, replaced them with Monty Austinforth, the new GM, and Jonathan Gannon, who will be now the head coach of the Cardinals. They are without Kyler Murray, probably for the first couple months, until he recovers from an ACL injury. So tonight we'll probably see some of Colt McCoy and rookie Clayton Tune. I evaluated this rookie class more than I have any other, so I'm excited to see some of those Cardinals rookies tonight and what players who are likely to be the faces of this current rebuild, which I think they drafted the right people for it, and they had one of the better draft classes in my opinion. So I'm excited to see how they do tonight. It's going to be a rough year for the Cardinals. They're expected to get a top 5 draft pick, maybe even the number 1 pick. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here as we head inside and get ready for some football.
Or a 1-gallon plastic freezer bag.
Our seats, they're way up, but so be it. We're here in the building. This is where the Super Bowl was this past year. There's been a lot of big events in this building, so it's super nice to be here. As you can see, though, the field is not in the best of shape here tonight. It was a big thing whether or not the field would be in good shape. My least favorite part about the shape of the field, believe it or not, there's no logo on the 50-yard line, but it doesn't look in the best of shape, so we'll have to see what happens. I remember they said during the Super Bowl and the Fiesta Bowl between TCU and Michigan, which was also here last year, that it wasn't in the best of shape, so we'll see what happens.
Doors up the ramp to the parking lots. If you're seated in the main field level, sections 101 to 137, take the stairs up to the concourse and exit out the nearest gate into the parking lot. If your seats are in the club level or one of the club lofts, exit out of the back of the section into the club concourse and look for the nearest stairway. And if you're seated in the Ring of Honor or terrace level, exit out into the concourse and look for the nearest stairway. If you are a disabled or handicapped fan, please locate someone from guest services or a security representative for assistance out of the stadium. Please remember all elevators and escalators are not in operation during an emergency. Thank you for your support, and go Cardinals.
This has actually been one of the stadiums I've always wanted to see, so it's super nice to get to see it.
Every time you strap it up and go in between the white lines, you're going to win the game, so that's always the number one goal.
This is a totally different team than the team that we had last year, but I think we're all excited and we're all ready to go build this thing and see what we can do.
Wilson with the Broncos offense getting ready to get to work. Interception, I don't know the guy for the Broncos, but they take back over. Attempted a field goal. Broncos attempted a field goal, but they missed it. You'll never believe who missed it. Brett Mayer. He's the guy who missed 4 extra points in the playoff game against Tampa. So I don't know how he's on an NFL roster at this point. All I know is one thing, Russell Wilson does not look very good right now. Broncos field goal attempts, 2 misses. Unbelievable. We stayed 0-0. Make a field goal. 3 field goal attempts now. 0 have gone through. Crazy.
Neck and neck right at the start. Red with an early advantage here. Red is now extending the lead. Red is cruising right now. Yellow's creeping up. Yellow could take the lead here. No, Red has rebounded.
Oh, I like that.
And it's going to be Red. Congratulations to everyone.
Here the Broncos are now up 7-0. Russell Wilson for a beautiful pass to Jerry Jeudy. It was about a 25-yard touchdown. Denver actually made the extra point, believe it or not. 7-0 Broncos.
His contribution to the game has earned him a bus.
Ron Coryell in the Hall of Fame. A little bit like the hockey stick way out there in the distance. Donovan Gannon made his first coaching mistake with the Cardinals, and the Broncos benefit off of it. With 15 seconds left, they were rushing to try to get to the line to kick a field goal in enough time because Payne didn't have enough timeouts. Gannon in Arizona called a timeout there first, figuring he would miss it probably. He made it, and now they're down 10-0. It's halftime now. The Broncos are up 10-0. I'm going to take you guys around the stadium now because it's halftime, so let's begin. Let's go. The Fiesta Bowls here. The night they won this. We went to a Penn State basketball game. I was actually on their campus the night they won this. This one was the college football playoff one. And this one, TCU and Michigan, was this year's. It was also college football playoff. And also this one, the college football playoff national championship, Alabama beat Clemson, Derrick Henry. And this was also a playoff game. Clemson beat Ohio State. So Clemson beat Ohio State at the Fiesta Bowl playoff game 2 times. And then this year was TCU and Michigan. More Fiesta Bowls. Cardinals Hall of Fame.
Drew Stanton, Eric Kennard, and Prince Romero.
Cardinals schedule. Got a big game coming up December 3rd. It's a little low. Look how much higher it is above us. Not a whole lot.
First and 10 on the 47.
That was the end zone where both Super Bowl moments happened. The one this year where Bradbury roughed Smith-Schuster, and that's at the Chiefs up for the Super Bowl. Those were the uprights that were picked to get the Chiefs their Super Bowl title. I think it was also the same exact end zone where Russell Wilson, who didn't do bad tonight after all,
80 carries.
threw his infamous interception to Malcolm Butler to give the Patriots their Super Bowl.
Brought down by Dante Smith.
So an interesting end zone down there. I love this name so much. Pittsburgh, they have all while the Arizona High School state champion. Pittsburgh's is just WPIL, but this is Arizona. This end zone down here is the one I believe where the pick was made and also
Simmons pass deflected. Hands, let's take a look and shoot a few more to the board. This side is now a camera operator for the employee. Can't sound make some noise. We're looking for 72 soul.
and they get it out
Cardinals
using
super
this
fan.
side. So that's the reason stuff there. They take it out for that, which is really cool how they do that. So that's why this side is different than this side. Personally, I'm a fan of it.
Strong second of play.
Now of a tied game. The Cardinals kicked a field goal earlier in the third, and they just got a touchdown pass here in the fourth. It's 10-10 apiece. Really interesting to see how this thing ends. I know one thing, it's a long way from being over.
Red Sea, it's rally time. Let's make some noise for your defense.
Pittsburgh kid from I think Pine Richland's in the game. David Blau's now in the game. Now in the fourth quarter, a minute 30 left. Denver just scored a touchdown after a long drive. They're ahead now 17-10. Let's see if the Denver defense can get one last stop and end this game. Quarter, 14 seconds left. First and 10. Arizona's in the red zone under Denver 18. Now it's time for 2 or 3, possibly even 4 shots at the end zone. But I think we're down to 2 or 3 shots. Let's see what Arizona has in there. On the line right now. Wait a minute. Here we go.
Going down to the
leaving the stadium tonight. The Cardinals defeated the Broncos 18-17. The ending was really wild. Sorry to burp, but those last 2 minutes were really wild. Sean Payton decided to score the touchdown with so get this, the game was tied 10-10 with like a minute 30 left. Sean Payton decided, and the Broncos were on the 4-yard line of Arizona getting ready to score. Sean Payton, instead of trying to let the clock run out and kick a field goal to end it and win at 13-10, he took the touchdown. Broncos lead 17-10. With Cardinals get it back like with a minute 15 seconds left, and then they drive down the field with 2 seconds left. The quarterback, I think it was David Blau, former Lion, for a touchdown pass to make it 17-16. Rookie head coach Jonathan Gannon goes for 2 instead of tie the game. Cardinals make it, and they win the game 18-17. Wasn't the best of days for Russell Wilson. He still has a long ways to go if he wants to get back to his 2019-2020 form where he was with Seattle then, but he's got a long season ahead of them. Denver might need some work. Arizona they didn't look bad, but I still don't think they're going to have the best of seasons. But I think they have a bright future ahead of them, looking ahead 3, 4, maybe even 2 years if they get lucky ahead of time. So there's hope for Arizona. Denver, I don't see much hope for them, but they could possibly finish 7-10, 8-9, 9-8. That would be progress for them, I guess. So, all right, we're getting tired here now, so I'm going to leave you guys. Baseball games tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody. More football coverage will be more football coverage is coming. There will be a lot of football coverage from me from now until February. So have fun, stay safe. Can't wait for what's next. Peace. Good night.